I am your county councilman for the 2nd Council District. I know those numbers don't mean anything, but I represent Western Brandon 100 and most of Greenville. And I have dedicated my life over the last 2.5 years to countless meetings every night and communications every day to work with these fine folks and you to fight against irresponsible development. And I want to thank the county executive for working on a solution. But the county executive's deal with Stoltz is not a negotiated settlement. It is a one-sided, take it or leave it ultimatum based upon the false proposition, buttressed by top county officials, that Stoltz had any legal basis to demand the proposals on file. The only reason we've gotten this far is because we were prepared to challenge the legality of the projects in court. It's not just a deal, it's just an offer. And I appreciate the county executive working on a solution, but the proposal for Barlow Plaza is still miles away in any direction from an interstate exit and still looks too big for our neighborhood. This plan still does not explain the, what I call euphemistically, irregularities in approving Stoltz's earlier plans, ignoring complaints about the process. This offer could be withdrawn after the November election at any time. As your councilman, I want to know now what you think. The Stoltz project is designed to bring Pennsylvania traffic to Delaware to avoid sales tax and in the process destroy our scenic and historic country roads and clog our already overburdened major roads. Why is the State Department of Transportation insisting that the intersection of Kennett Pike and Route 82 be widened to accommodate Concord Pike type traffic? Why is DelDOT insisting that the speed limit on Kennett Pike, so user-friendly for bicyclists and pedestrians, be increased from 35 miles per hour to 50 miles per hour? We're not done fighting the system that would sacrifice our quality of life to benefit special interest developers. We can win this war, but we cannot be lulled into a sense of peace of mind that the war is won. Now, design details do matter. The Stoltz organization has proposed a merchandise mart-like 20th century sea of asphalt strip shopping center, not befitting our community. The top county officials have repeatedly said the #1 priority is avoiding a lawsuit by the Stoltz organization. Excuse me? So let me get this straight. The threat of a meritless lawsuit by the developer trumps sound land use planning? In other words, the county would prefer to be sued by its own citizens rather than by the developer? I'm proud to have obtained hundreds of documents which enabled our CRG leadership to uncover a number of irregularities in the preliminary approvals granted by our county land use department, and I've got the scars to show it. I was threatened with dangerously illegal retribution by certain county council members and by our county attorney who wanted to punish me for exposing the improper preliminary land use approvals. This was part of a cover-up which has not ended. We're dealing with the misinterpretation of the County Economic Redevelopment Law. The law that then County Council President Chris Coons and I voted for stated that it was applying to abandoned, underperforming, and vacant shopping centers and gas stations. And they were entitled to special density bonuses and exceptions from normal traffic concerns. The poster children, Merchandise Mart and Tri-State Mall. Excuse me, a perfectly functioning office complex at Barlow Plaza somehow gets this treatment? I've raised that complaint and I will continue to raise that complaint. And the lack of sound land use planning leads to increased taxes for all of us. Minimum wage jobs do not pay for the cost of additional infrastructure that would be needed to fund the roadway improvements that would be needed after Stoltz gets its approvals. Look at King of Prussia Mall. And once Stoltz gets its approval, flips the project for a profit, and then moves on to other projects elsewhere, the new commercialization will not only cannibalize the existing commercial centers in our community, causing vacancies, blight, and ultimately more crime, but will also lead to the destruction of the scenic and historic community, which we have a duty to pass on to our future generations. And let me conclude, although I'm cautiously encouraged by the first apparent movement by Stoltz, the only reason they blinked is the resolve shown by our community, but we must remain vigilant and fully engaged. The key is whether we can reach a permanent, mutually acceptable compromise that can be converted to a legally binding agreement, providing us with the permanent protection against a 12-story high-rise and a King of Prussia-sized mall. Remember, they're only dangling the new proposals. They haven't committed to withdrawing the old ones. Without these written protections, preparation for litigation should proceed. Thank you.